All right, virgins, heathens, darlings, and dickheads, welcome back. This is episode 40 of the GPP, the Gin Papi podcast. I'm your host, Cortez, a.k.a. Gin Papi, a.k.a. Cool Pants Papi, a.k.a. International Papito. And I'm back with the gang, you feel me? After a nice little week off, we back with Yoko Milan, a.k.a. Milan Mommy, a.k.a. Mommy Milan. Every time. At least you ain't purred this time. And if you've ever listened to and if you've ever listened to this podcast before, you already know we got world-class DJ Marauder on the boards. I would like to apologize you guys for missing last week. I took a nice little trip to California, and I was supposed to do the podcast out there with the homies, with Breed a Plug, Breed a Body, Breed a God, but apparently she doesn't like being on camera. She didn't want to record. So anybody that wanted a podcast last week and did not get it, you guys can blame Breed a Body, Breed a Plug, Breed a God. But other than that, man, how's you guys' week? It's been 2 weeks since I've seen you, Yoko. I've seen Ann already. I know how he doing.
Life is good, Can't complain. It's just been a regular, it's a regular week for your girl.
Regular shit?
Regular
Working
shit.
Bullshit?
Yeah,
I feel it. After being in LA for about a week, I understand why Aunt doesn't like it.
Oh, you don't like LA?
No.
Oh, I thought you've said that on the podcast before.
I can only do about a week. Like if I'm there for a week or two, then I'm like, all right, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, bro. After maybe next week, I'm in here. I'm here to tell these niggas I'm sick of y'all in all your cities. I'm tired of LA talking shit. I'm tired of Atlanta talking shit. I'm on your heels next week, Slim.
The problem with me going to LA is that I have to do the same things, because after a while I'm just like, I can't do this shit. Like,
that's fair.
That's why I met her at a bar every fucking day. That's why I go like the same places, because
a routine.
Yeah, because everything else, like doing the let's just play it by ear in LA, could get really stupid. You end up in the wildest places and shit.
Sorry, I'm being a single mom today, y'all.
Oh, also, on the podcast we got what's this his name?
Nova.
We got Nova.
Yeah.
Nova's here with us, hanging out. You feel me? Tail wagging, running amok.
Definitely running amok.
But yeah, man. So this week I kind of want to talk about I guess not so much Sweetie, but Sweetie is the reason that I kind of had the idea. So I think now it's about 2 weeks ago. Justin LeBoy and their little show that they have brought Sweetie on, asked her about the little threesome thing. They ended up breaking up. It's a good thing she didn't give the threesome, but talking about the threesome thing, and she was just kind of like, yeah, I'd give him a threesome if I could bring another nigga. The internet went wild, blah, 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 blah. Normal shit. The internet is always talking about threesomes, how threesomes with two guys is a train. So I kind of want to come in here and talk to you guys about threesomes and try to figure out, one, why in the fuck are threesomes so talked about? Like, what is the fascination with threesomes? There's mad things you can do. There's solo sex,
so many
threesome
things
sex,
that are not
sex,
threesomes.
Orgies, dungeons. Like, there's mad other shit, but we always stop at 3 and niggas just get
Did you say dungeons?
There. Yeah. You bring up... Look, we ain't got to go there.
Okay.
Listen to the kink episode. We talked all about it. But yeah, man, like, there's so much that you can do with sex and like bringing in more people, and we always get stuck at 3, and the internet gets in a frenzy. The girls go against the boys go against the girls, the freaks go against the vanilla. It just becomes a fucking time, dog. She under you?
I think I was lost.
Hit that man with the David Blaine. So why do you guys think that we always get stuck on threesomes? What is the fascination with threesomes besides it could be a good time?
I don't even know. I guess that's really a guy thing. I don't see many women requesting threesomes. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but I don't really see many women doing it. They're just like doing it for their nigga for the most part. But as in terms of actually wanting them themselves, I don't really know or see too.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that, because I think
you think there's women out here like, oh yes.
No, I think it's about even. But like, I think there's a lot of women that I see
because they're not trying to please a man.
Yeah, they just
want it
that.
themselves.
Okay. Like there's a lot of women that are into women and men.
Yeah.
And so like, they say they're dating a guy at that moment, but they don't necessarily want to like cheat on him. They'll be like, bring another woman that they into the situation. So I've definitely seen like women friends I'm cool, like I cool with. I see them on Twitter talking they shit, and that's the type of time they on.
About to get me a girl, jump for us.
Yeah,
For
type
us.
shit. Yeah. Then you'll see the couple that like is at the club trying to pick up a girl,
Yeah, that's like
and it's like I
Yeah.
guess that's
there are those.
That's
I
a
do,
weird
I do
MO
know
for the
those.
night, I guess. But get it off.
I mean, it's, like you said, it's an easy way to keep your relationship spicy, and it's like especially if we're both into women, the guy and the girl, or whatever, however we decide to work it out. It's just kind of like, yeah, instead of us like being out here and you looking at her, no, let's get her together, and that way it's like a nice little team.
But then
team
I would
building
also
experience.
have to be interested in this person. Like,
That's true, but that's why
if
they
I'm
be
not.
her. Nah, not her. What about her? Eh, eh.
I mean,
I like
get
her
how,
outfit
get how you
today.
live. That ain't my speed, but
Yeah.
I guess first things first. Have either one of you guys had a threesome?
I have never had a threesome.
nope.
Well, this episode won't be biased at all.
I mean, well, have y'all ever wanted a threesome?
I'm not actually interested in threesomes for real. But that's why my question is like, what's the fascination? Like, I get it. It can get really fun. Like if I just use my imagination. But when I use the logical side of my brain, like, bruh,
Yeah.
two of them.
Yeah. I mean, you only got.
That just seems tiresome.
It does.
And then like, I'm the type of person like if we lay down, we have sex. Like I want to make sure I do my thing because also I want you in the streets throwing dirt on my name. Now I gotta double up. I gotta get both of y'all.
Yeah.
Because if I get one and the other one mad, now she's still in the streets talking shit. I
guess
did a
the only
grand
one
job.
that you really should give a fuck about the most is your partner. The other
But that's
bitch,
what I'm saying.
like,
what if it's not my partner? What if
You
what if
just
I'm
having
just in
a
the street
threesome,
wild and
just
just having a threesome? Yeah, was just in the club. They was just like, yeah, you. Go, I'm in. Sign me up.
Well, if they say if they pick you, then
But you still gotta score 81 tonight.
Okay.
That's the problem. Like I said, in my head, on some fantasy shit, threesomes, sign me up. Sounds like a blast. But I feel like as soon as you get in the room and you really assess the situation, like, both of y'all. So nobody brought the rhino? Nobody brought the rhino. Just
The
me.
rhino?
The rhino,
Rhino, you out of
7,000?
pocket.
Nobody? Just
Oh,
me and myself. Just me and myself.
rhino.
Gotta do this. All right, let's go. I mean, I ain't no bitch, you feel me? Sign me up if we in this jump, but also, nah.
it does just seem like a lot of work. It seems like a lot of thinking. It seemed like, yeah.
And it's a lot of moving parts.
It's a lot of
too.
moving parts. Literally, like, moving parts.
You need real teamwork. Like, you
Yeah,
the person
tagging.
You the person
Your
over
turn.
like, nah. Somebody gotta run sex traffic control.
Right.
Like, yo,
Oh, you know how, like, when you
go left, go high.
when you in the go-go's or whatever, and it's a joke clapping on you, and your man just holding you up.
Yeah,
It's like
niggas
teamwork.
need help. Niggas need help.
All right, switch.
So, are you guys of the belief that a threesome is just 3 people? Like, if it's 3 people, then it's a threesome, or are you guys with the two men and a woman is a train?
I don't like that. I don't like the two men and a woman as a train because women do be having their own. If anybody, I feel like if anybody should want a threesome, it should be the person with the majority of the holes. Like, niggas only have one penis.
Fair enough.
So, you can only do but so much. All right, you know what? You gotta leave. I'll be right back. Y'all continue with your commentary on threesomes.
Got it. Anyway, for me, I think that I wouldn't call it a train because that's a bit much. As far as what I've known a train to be, I think as long as there are 3 people, dog, and everybody's having a good time, it should just be a threesome. I don't know why we always have to get into like this huge argument about making it, I guess, dirtier, for lack of a better word, dirtier than it really has to be. Like, bro, if it's 3 people, everybody having a good time, like, let's just call it
threesome
what
is
it
3 humans, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just call it what it
You
is.
can, if you decide to call two men and a girl a train, I guess cool, but it's still a threesome. Like just because it's one thing doesn't mean it's not the other. Now, if you want to call it that descriptive term, have it up, do your thing, I guess, whatever. But it's still a threesome.
But I feel like also people only call it the train to like downplay the other version of it. Like, I've heard evil threesome. I always thought evil threesome was funny. Like, if it's 2 dudes and a girl, it's an evil threesome because we might touch and we gonna be upset. Now that makes more sense.
Funny.
I fuck with evil threesome. Like, it's an evil threesome if it's 2 dudes. Like, everybody, it's still a threesome. Everybody's still having fun. But, bro, just make sure you stay on your side, brother.
Yeah, if it's 2 straight dudes and a girl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
And then otherwise, if everybody's just touching everybody, you already know what it is. Like, it just is what it is at that point. But I feel like that we always get that argument, and it's just like, instead of it being a fluid conversation, it just ends up us going back and forth about the semantics of it. and it just becoming like a male versus female thing on the internet when it really don't have to be that.
I also
like,
think
if you enjoy
threesomes
it,
are also a
have
recipe
blast.
for disaster sometimes. So like, especially if you're in a relationship and then like you're whatever side, the guy or girl thinks that we can do this, I can emotionally handle this, and then they can't.
I've certainly heard people say that like threesomes are like a gateway drug for real.
To what?
Like you bring in an extra person. Mm-hmm. Like y'all think to the point earlier like we go out, we find girls, blah 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 blah, and then you find a girl and somebody gets a little more emotionally attached, whether it be one of you two or the person on the outside. Because also the person on the outside come in, they have a blast, and they're like, ooh, actually, I think I kind of like you. Mm-hmm. And now they trying to keep coming back. They can kind of mess up your relationship. So it could open up the floodgates to some bullshit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I've never had a threesome, but I've been offered threesomes before in some very interesting ways. One time I was hanging out with a homie of mine. She is also into women. We were at the bar having a drink, just kind of chilling in the streets. We're drinking, chilling, blah, 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 blah. And I had a girlfriend at the time. And she was like, you know what? I was like, what's up? She was like, if you were single, I feel like we could tear the streets up. So in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, because we could get women to get blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, man, you feel me? I would run the streets with you, you know what I'm saying? I would run wingman for you. She was like, yeah, I feel like we could really have a lot of threesomes. And I was like, not really what I thought we was going to do. Right. But also, again, in my head, okay, I can see us kill the block. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Me and her, H-clap real quick, boom, boom. I'm with the shit. Mm-hmm. And then she was just kind of like, I also like your girl for real. I was like, yeah, she's cute. I fuck with some. She's like, would you guys be interested in a threesome with me? Now, I'm kind of drunk. Should have just said no off the rip. I know better now. But I had some drinks. I was at the bar having a good time. I said, you know what? I can't say yes, but I'll ask her. You know what I'm saying? I'll see what's up.
Did you ever ask?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Again, bad decision. Terrible decision. So I hit Shorty via text. I'm like, hey, just a heads up. Insert name here. Said that she would like to have a threesome with us if you're interested. Are you interested? She said when? I said when? She said, this evening. I said this evening. She said, boy, stop fucking playing with me. I was like, oh, my bad. You know what?
Bad.
Actually, I'm going to chill out. But anytime I've
So she would have been with it, just not that night.
No, she wasn't with it at all. No,
But why did she ask when?
I don't know. I later caught the whole argument. Like, nigga, well, not, she didn't say nigga, because obviously she couldn't say nigga at the time. But she said, don't you ever. If you know, you know. She didn't say nigga.
At the time,
right? She couldn't say nigga at the time.
It's now she can't.
Nah, she still can't say nigga. But she didn't say nigga then either. But, yeah, I got a complete cuss out. You got me fucked up. Why would you ever? But a couple of people had offered me threesomes just based off the fact that they were like, I like your girl. Like, your girl cute. I would be interested with y'all. I'm like, I appreciate that you tried to just take my woman from me, but also, it ain't happening. I'm sorry.
They were trying to do it. See, they were trying to open up the floodgates.
They were trying to open up the floodgates and steal my girl.
Exactly, because I'm not going to be able to get in there if you don't, allow me in. They trying to,
But yeah, I think that there's people that like try to offer the couple because they like one person in the couple. Mm-hmm. And then also I think that it can kind of fuck the game up because if the couple is out and they're trying to get the girl, one of them I feel like always likes the other person more, and that could get it all.
I've been asked to be a part of two threesomes. Both of them I declined, but I think for the first one, the dude liked me. Like he had always liked me, but he had a girlfriend, and so he was like, that was his way, right? That was his way in.
Baby, we could just.
I know a girl. This one right here. If you no. Absolutely not. Not about to get me cut up in these streets.
See, that's what happens.
You spending more time with me than her.
Sometimes the girl would also be like, I'm just trying to keep my man happy, so I'm gonna do this. Right. And they don't really be as happy as they think they will with it, and that can cause a problem. Like it's a lot. I feel like the reward is not worth what could happen, especially in a relationship. Unless
both parties are absolutely with the shits.
Yeah, for sure. Now, if you single out here pulling threesomes, you a bad brother or sister, man. More power to you, because that shit crazy.
I think there's so many ways to spice up a sex life in a relationship
without adding another body,
adding something that could cause problems.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, if both people in the relationship can emotionally deal with that and can mentally deal with that shit, have it up. Do your thing. But
so do you
sticky.
think? Okay, so say a dude is in a relationship with a girl, or whatever, and like that's his kink. Like he's always wanted to have a threesome, and she's not the threesome type, but just like any other kink. Like, oh, I want you to role play with me today. I want you to role play with me today. Oh, actually, I want a threesome today. Like, would it be? Do you consider it one of those things where it's like, all right,
if that's not, if she's not into that, then you're talking.
Then that's the one thing that
that's a boundary that she's not willing to cross, and you as a man or a woman got to understand that. Look, that's just not.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying there's certain.
I'm not dressing up as Batman. Okay.
Yeah, like they're
not dressing up as
like
Batman.
People have the right.
Not again.
People have the right to have sexual boundaries, and if their sexual boundary is like they don't like that, then you just gotta, as a man or as a woman, just be like, look.
Why do you think niggas want threesome so much? Because you said it's women,
but
it's way more men that want threesomes
that's what I'm
than
saying.
women.
I don't necessarily. I think it's even, but I think men are more vocal about it.
I
have a lot of women friends that are into that. Like for some reason, a lot of my women friends.
But are they also okay? See, they're bi.
They're still a woman,
right? But I'm not gonna say most women aren't. I don't think most women are bi, like or willing to share their partner.
I have a lot of bi.
Are they single?
Single and in relationships.
Okay, if they're single, that's one thing. But in a relationship,
I also have a lot of women friends that are straight that went through a phase where they were into women.
Women are a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that women are either extremely vocal about wanting threesomes or being into women, or they don't talk about that shit at all and they're not into that. So like with men, I think a lot of men will talk about that because they think they wear it like a badge of honor. Because they're like,
two bitches at
I
one
get
time.
two at one time, like just a simple ass mindset, which is goofy to me too. But like I think that it's about even, but women are more vocal about what they want. They're like, I like women too.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I'm into this, or I don't like. She's pretty, but I'm not into that. Cool. Men are just like, two, cool. What's better than one? Two. It's like this simple ass mind state.
So why do you think? Well, I guess we kind of already know the answer, but just for conversation's sake, why do you think it's a double standard when it comes to threesomes, where it's like 2 women and 1 man is a threesome, but 2 men and 1 woman is a train?
Because niggas' egos is fragile. Yeah. That's all.
Because
well, when you left, I said that I wouldn't call it a train, but I would call it an evil threesome. Like you got an
evil threesome.
Yeah,
okay.
So you got like a threesome where it's like
rebranding,
2 women and a guy, and it's like, oh, this is what we're used to. The 2 guys and just 1 girl, it's an evil threesome. It's a threesome still, but it's not the same because if we not into each other, if some shit go left and we end up touching, the whole shit is fucked up. If y'all not into each other,
we end up touching,
and y'all touch, it's just like, oh, okay.
So,
because me and my man's in a threesome, and so we could just accidentally bump hands, like, hey, get me the fuck out of here. This nigga touch me. I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. You are not cute enough for this. I'm out.
Your hand ashy. I don't like that.
The fuck? Hand all rough and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if exactly what happens with niggas and women? Like some women will be like, all right, I'll have a threesome if I can pick the girl, right? So the girl has the power to pick the whatever.
That's how you should always handle it.
I think that's the safest bet anyway.
Yeah.
That's always what, on some G shit, if you are a dude and you want a threesome, you should have the conversation with your girl just like to let her know, like, this is what I'm into.
You pick the ugliest joint.
2 things. 1, beauty is only a light switch away.
Okay.
2, if your girl pick an ugly
nuts,
joint,
nigga.
Now you probably got to think that you ugly too, because now you know her taste. Or 2, you really got to talk to your girl about her taste in women.
No, I mean maybe it's a reason. Like she picked the ugliest joint, so.
But you
so
gotta
she's being strategic.
Nah, but you got to do this too. Like, why would you want to do that? Like, why you want to smash the?
No, you don't want that. No, you gonna smash the ugly joint.
No, we gonna smash the ugly joint. That's what I'm saying. This is a group. It's a threesome. You didn't just bring this girl to me and be like,
you
here you go.
smashing the ugly joint and the ugly
but you in the room, so you at least gotta watch.
I'm watching this nigga smash his ugly joint.
Bruh, because also,
and that's a good experience.
Nah,
be sad as shit is crazy.
Just a tear in her eye, like he got his, but I got mine. She
right.
Nah, because then again, when we hit the street,
unless she had that bomb,
what if the troglodyte that we just smashed yesterday in the street talking about, oh yeah, I got Tiff and her man, we had a little threesome. Now they looking at y'all crazy. Like, oh, look who they
No,
smashing.
cause see, then we could be like, what? Fuck? They're not gonna believe
Y'all gonna
us.
say no? Hey, that's crazy.
I don't know this bitch.
I don't even know Shorty.
She crazy.
Went north,
as
I
shit.
seen in the street. She crazy.
I've never seen her before. That's nuts.
That's crazy. But nah, I think if you're a dude and you really, really, really want to have a threesome type shit, you should definitely let your girl know, yo, I'm interested in threesome. See what she say. If she says that she's interested too, you should definitely let her pick the girl. Because if you pick the girl, you look crazy. Because now, in the back of her head, she's always gonna be like, you
What's
always
up with
wanted
that
this
bitch?
man.
Yeah.
You always
Right.
wanted this one. So
Yeah.
have a blast. You pick her, bring her back. We gonna have a blast.
That's why that's just a sticky situation. I'm cool with
It
it.
is absolutely.
So the other threesome that I was offered was they tried to make me the third. This is the one time that my ego has been crushed.
Okay. Oh, so you was just the nigga there.
Yeah, it was two women.
You were the toy.
It was two
Okay.
women. Shorty was like, yo, we're looking for a third. Can you be my third? I was like, yo, y'all are cute. I fuck with it. I'm not really into threesomes like that, but I'm willing to try it with y'all. She went back. She was like, hey, this the guy. Shorty was like, nah. My heart.
No.
My heart. My ego.
It's an icebox where your heart used to be.
That's probably why I don't like threesomes for real. Like, nah, fuck this shit. The threesome game really got me fucked up. I was ready. I was so ready to go. Nah, Shorty was like, yeah, nah, I think I'm cool. Find another one.
Yikes.
I pray y'all never have a threesome. Hussy.
See, I don't really exist in that type of world. I don't know.
Evil hussy.
People don't really be. I've been offered one threesome, and it was the weirdest, most like predatory ass wild way. I walked out of 7-Eleven.
Okay.
What did you get out of 7-Eleven though?
I don't remember nothing important. I mean, I know I was
You
coming
probably
home
had
from.
some-
I was coming
you
home
probably
from
had some
DJing.
cool shit in your hands. It was
No,
like,
matter of
You had that rhino
Matter
in
of
your
fact,
hand.
I was
The
I was
rhino
like-
in Arizona.
Matter of fact,
That one.
I actually wasn't coming home from DJing. I was coming home from the airport. I was working at the airport. I still had my fucking blues on. I stop at the 7-Eleven. I normally would stop and
that
get
was
a
flight
big ass bottle of
benefits right
water.
there.
Huh?
Nah, go ahead.
I got a big ass bottle of water or whatever, I'm sure, and like some whatever the fuck else I got. And like I guess this gay couple, these two women, one of them was like, hey, no, I was in the car. I was still sitting in the car, but like my door was halfway open. They pulled up next to me, and I could feel Shorty staring at me, and I'm like, looking like, who the fuck is looking? It's like 3 a.m. I remember I used to work at like late.
Oh yeah. It
was
like
like
they was on the
Yeah,
prowl.
it's like 2-3 a.m. And so I think they were coming because I did the joint by the Giant. I think they were coming from like Martinis or wherever the fuck was over there, like the game room and shit. And so I'm sitting there, and Shorty gets out the car and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like,
Hello.
I'm thinking she about to tell me my gas cap open,
Trying to hold it down.
anything.
No sir.
And she's
You on
like,
your heels,
she's
man.
like, "What's your name?" And I'm like,
Ryan.
The fuck?
"Why?"
Right.
And she's like, "Well, me and my wife, we think you're attractive." And I was like, "Thank you." And then she was like, "So like, you should call us." And I was like, "Excuse me?" She was like, "Call us."
Call us.
And I was like,
You heard.
"4?" And she was like, "Well, you know, we want to spice things up." And I was like, "Oh." Mind you, I was probably only like 22, 23 or some shit. I'm like, I ain't never had nobody talk to me this way. So I'm like, nah, this don't even sound right.
And
So
that
I
was,
just,
that was the day that Ant knew he was a bad bitch. But
Nah,
also,
so then-
he was skeptical.
yeah. So then I was like, nah, I have a girlfriend. And just like started the car and backed out. I was like, I ain't got time.
Nah, you lucky. Shorty would have been like, no, we'll take her to.
Do you remember what they looked like? Were they like
They
something
were
that you
older
would
than
like
me,
to
but
be
they were
a
attractive.
part of?
They were both
Okay.
attractive. They were older than me. Like one of them was, she looked like she could
were
have
they
been
both
like.
feminine or one was like
They looked
was
both
you? Oh,
both really feminine. Like so the one that was talking to me was a black woman. I think the other woman, she either could have been, didn't get a good look at her, but she could have either been like Hispanic and black. But like she was standing in front of the car at that point, and then the black lady was standing next to my door. But they both looked attractive. I was just like, nah. This sounds like a fucking setup. They could be like,
right.
pull up here. I pull up, and then somebody throw a bag over my head.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the hardest part. It's
It
the
is,
skepticism.
right,
Like, this
exactly.
is really too good to be true. I'm like, and if I was just in the streets at 3 a.m. and some Jordy just walked up like, yeah, we trying to do it. Like, in my head, I'll be like, this sounds fun. But I also feel like I'm going to get there. Somebody going to pop out the closet.
Right.
Yo,
I was
y'all
also
gonna rob me.
I was also like mad, like mentally tired. I think I had worked a double. Like me and Quay used to work like doubles. Me and Aaron would always be working doubles. I probably just did a 16-hour shift. Like it's like 3 a.m. I'm tired as shit. I'm probably
Answered, I'm tired. I'm sweaty. I ain't that cute. Stop
Right.
playing.
yeah. Like I got on fucking I got on my blues and shit.
That's what they like.
I think I might have still had my vest on. Like I'm
No
tired.
bullshit. They was like, ooh, we got us a working man.
I'm tired as shit. Like I'm like yo, nah.
Role playing.
Ain't with flight benefits.
I've always wanted to be a flight attendant.
No, I don't think she couldn't tell I had on an American uniform. I just had on my. She could tell it was like a work uniform. Like, it was like the rough.
Yeah, a working man, and he get off late. I know he got benefits.
Yeah, no, that was interesting. That was interesting to say the least.
That nigga ain't said, nah, they gonna pop out, put a paper bag over my head. Nah, that was the kink. No way, it's robbery role.
You know
play.
how you get to a point in life where like things are starting to actually look up and shit. Like I had just bought my own car, like my first car in my name.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I was
about to buy my car. Like I literally was saving up, about to buy my first house. Like I'm sitting here, like the last thing I need is to like pull up and somebody throw a bag over my head and rob my stupid ass. Like I don't need none of this. I don't need to be putting like sexually abducted or some wild shit. Like I'm like, yo, take your ass home.
Human traffic.
Let me get the fuck home and just take my little ass in the house.
Come on,
This is
man.
crazy.
That's a wild story that you would have to tell in the back end. Like, you know, because, you know, you always tell your friends, like, yo, I'm about to get the house, about to get the car, and everybody be excited for you. They be like, yeah, a couple of weeks.
And then I got abducted.
And then they be like, yo, like, what happened? He's like, bruh. So
I missed closing because I got abducted.
So these girls told me that we could have a threesome, and they robbed my shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
hey, but
remember I had just bought the Jetta, like, cause like I put the rims on the Jetta. I'm feeling good.
Rims on the Jetta.
It's lit. Yeah, I love my Jetta. That was my shit.
I'm sure.
I put the little, you know what I'm saying? I was having a good old time and I get abducted. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga.
Nah, man, that beautiful black woman would have never did
I
that.
pulled
to
out
you.
the 7-Eleven parking lot talking to myself like, yeah, take your ass home.
I'm sure that has happened to a few niggas though, where it's like, oh, you want a threesome? Hell yeah, I want a threesome. Cool.
Oh, to
Empty
catch
out.
a nigga. For sure.
That's how you
Very
do
easy.
it. Rob is
3
stupid.
a.m.
catch a
too,
nigga.
That's what I'm saying. 3 a.m. coming out the club or whatever on the weekend. You want to have a threesome? Boy with the beer goggles on, like, yeah. Gone. Snatched him.
Yeah. Stupid ass.
Now they got him dressed up like Batman, taking all his money.
I think all of my friends would have been ashamed of me. Like, damn, Ant don't normally fall for stupid shit like that. Like, I can't see him falling for no shit.
I'm not going to hold
I'm
you.
sure they could understand.
I'm kind of, they definitely can understand.
Yeah,
I'm a little
like,
ashamed
yeah.
on both sides.
It
Like, I'm
could've been
glad
me.
you saved it. I'm glad you made it. But also, I feel like the universe is dang
Right.
cared for you. Like, yo, you're doing good, kid.
But
Here's a little reward.
But see, I don't even like carrots that much. Like if it was celery, maybe. But
I hate you so much.
I'm just saying, like that. Like I mean, yeah, it's
dangle the
it
celery
seemed-
in front of
like
you.
that offer was like, oh, that seems cool, but I'm not really like that geeked for that. I'm cool. I'm gonna take my ass home and like not get abducted.
They
That's
probably
what
were
I'm
mad.
Not
at
to
you.
mention, bro, I'm sitting in the car. You can't even really see me. Like I got tinted windows. Like I'm just sitting in the car,
car
getting my
look
life.
nice. It
I'm
look
sitting in
like
the
a
car
nice
getting my
car.
life together. Like I literally came out to 7-Eleven. I'm like, you know, looking for my glasses. Like, and then Shorty just like, hey, you cute. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that?
I
How
can
do
see
you know?
I can see the potential in you, my boy.
Bro, I got on dress blues. I got on a fucking we used to wear the American bucket hat and shit. I'm like, you can
Oh,
barely.
you had the
see-
bucket.
Buckets
Did you have a
was
beard
in.
as well?
You was
Probably,
fly.
yeah.
Beards and buckets.
Beards
You can't
and
see me, though.
buckets.
All you need is the
You
beard.
can't see me.
Oh, you.
But I see the
That-
beard
that
and I
bucket
see
had-
the
they saw the
bucket.
shine.
What's in between is
That bucket hat saved your life on that tarmac. That sun hitting that tarmac and shit.
You and what's in between? What's in between? We can work on what's in
We can
between.
work-
Just keep
right.
the bucket on. Just don't
Yeah,
take the
the
bucket
bucket
off.
That's
the
crazy.
beard.
That's nuts.
What? It's like
Hey,
keeping your
this
boots
is like a
on.
fetish.
I had boots on. I had big
Keep on
ass
your
fucking.
tail. That's
Then
what I'm saying.
that's why you got yours.
Nah, I look crazy.
They
Bucket,
saw you with the
beard,
boots
boots.
on, saw
You
with
got
the
the
beard and
triple B.
bucket.
Oh, so I was a
Don't
fisherman.
take off the boots and don't take off the bucket.
fisherman.
That's
And
crazy.
It's gonna go crazy.
That's nuts.
We gonna go crazy,
And,
bro.
and wear the vest too. The reflective vest.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything off, just your vest.
Yeah, just the
and
vest.
the boots.
No, that's crazy. In the bucket. That's,
It's kind of like when women be having the fire. You was like the firefighter.
still had a
fantasy,
still
but
had my badge on
turned
my
it down
arm
a
and
little
shit.
bit.
That's crazy.
Hey, look.
You could have had a way different story tonight. I mean, today than
You
you.
could have been no one.
See, but the blessing of the story is I didn't get abducted. I don't think y'all understand how important that
Nah,
looked
that's
crazy.
what I said. I'm happy for you, but I'm also judging a little bit because I feel like I'm happy you didn't get abducted and your life went the way it is, but also could have set you on a different trajectory.
No, see, my dad always told me when things are going good, don't do nothing that's like out of pocket because shit cannot.
Don't do nothing crazy. Just
Yeah,
stay
it's like
going steady.
I just got my whip. I'm about to buy the. I'm like, cool. Let me just stay my ass right. Stay with my routine because this is wild. I got to go
But
left.
if that's the case, when do you take that opportunity then? Because when things are going good, you can't take the opportunity because you're going slow and steady. If you was down bad, you don't want to take that opportunity.
Well, it's because I was skeptical.
Because then they definitely
It sounded wild, so I was like, I'm just gonna go home. I can go home and everything's fine.
Nah,
Still gonna have a good time.
All the blessings was falling at the same time.
I mean, one black woman is a blessing, so I'm sure I don't remember who I was dealing with at that time, but
Fair
I
enough.
had one, I'm sure.
I like the shot.
That's
I like
cool.
the shot.
But yeah, that could have went way left. Like that.
It also could have went way right.
But see, how far is way right? Because like we said, we think that it's kind of overrated.
I mean, also, yeah, way right. If you're not really into it, way right is just I think that's the fascination. It just hit me. It's the light bulb. It's just the story. It's just to say like,
I had
y'all
two
had
bitches.
one. I had two.
Yeah.
Like step your game up until you meet that one. It was like I had a group.
Right.
Yeah,
Now,
but what if your whole
talk
group
to
was
me
mid
now.
and my joint she
What
got
if your whole
that
group
splat?
is what? What if your whole
Mid.
group is? Oh, if your whole group is mid, I mean,
And shorty,
mean-
I got
10
that
ones is a 10.
There we go.
All right,
10
so
ones is a
but
10.
3 bum joints is a slight joint, and then 2 slight,
Three
Three bum
Three bum
It's a
two
slight
slight
joint.
joints.
two slight joints is a alright joint, and then 2 alright joints
Nah,
is
you
a
get
a good
10,
joint. And then you
or you
gotta
get
get
two
10
fives.
10 okay joints to get a bad joint. So you gotta do the math.
Yeah,
That
that's what I'm
math
saying.
is off just
It changes
like,
every time I do it.
10,
about 0.5.
I've been doing this since
10
college,
ones
and
is a
everybody.
10 ones is a 10, 2 fives is a 10, or you just get 1 10. It's hard to get a 10, so I just take 2 fives.
Yeah, but like you ever look at $5 bills are always dingy as hell.
What's wrong with this man?
You know, I ask myself that sometimes.
We'll
But
never
still.
get the answer.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, brother.
I've asked which one of these controls is like a few times. I've never gotten an answer. but-
$5 bills do be dingy. Like when the last time you seen a fresh
soggy.
5?
Oh, I haven't seen a fresh 5. I be seeing fresh 1s, fresh 20s.
Exactly.
Exactly.
5s be dingy.
5s do be a little. Have I had?
We probably have, but it's definitely not as common.
When they
it's not as
first
common.
when they first changed it, because remember it's like a new bill
Yeah.
when it's a big 5 on
Uh-huh.
it and it's like some pink shit
Yeah.
or orange or whatever.
But like
I've seen those.
They're not as common. Like
But since then I haven't.
yeah,
We're not talking about bills, people.
you talking about 10s, right?
Beans.
Cool.
Two
If she a
10s
five,
be
she-
dingy too.
10s do be dingy.
Then she not a 10.
Oh,
He
now
or
we're talking
she
about
not a
humans again. See what I'm saying?
Maybe she's a 10. She just been through life.
She maybe just been through.
I don't know if you know, but now she's an 8.
Now she's an 8.
The fuck?
Life turned her down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it used to be a 10, but
Yeah, she need to reinvest and get that interest back. You know?
This nigga
Bruh,
with
I
his
just
LLC
feel
and
like
shit.
I get that it is a great story to tell, like if you have a threesome, but also I think that it's a lot of cap on this map. Like niggas don't be having threesomes for real. It's just we can't prove it.
Yeah.
Like if a nigga walk in and he just like, yo man, y'all never believe what I did last night. Had 2 girls at the same time.
I think they
I do
do,
have a
like-
friend that be having threesomes. Like
There's
that's
no-
his thing.
I feel like that's more like a college thing. Like that normally happens on a higher rate for males in college.
Like in your early,
yeah,
your
like
early
that's
years where
when
everybody just trying
it's
to
freaked out
go
and
crazy.
shit. Yeah. But once you become an adult and you like got a job and shit, you go home, you go to work,
See,
go home,
no,
go to
I
work.
think
The only
opposite. I
time,
think
unless
it
you
happens
get
a lot more when you're older. Like
You
I
think
think
so?
older people have threesomes more because of the spice.
It
Like
depends.
that's what I'm saying. I
But
don't
she-
think
so when you say
single-
older, do you mean like because like late 20s, early 30s is
Well,
like
let me-
prime time.
Let me not say older, because older, for what I'm talking about, older
Prime
is
time
relative.
older.
I'm
Older
talking
than
about,
that is like, all right, nigga,
older
I done
in
did
life.
everything.
Like when you, not necessarily that you're 40, 50, but like I've been in a relationship for
Mm-hmm. Okay,
X amount of
gotcha,
years. So
yeah.
not really an age thing, but more like what you've been through. Like if you've been high school sweetheart or I got married at 23 type shit, y'all riding it out.
Yeah.
I think like when you get to 30, 40,
God bless
you just
those
kinda like,
people.
oh, I'm trying to spice my shit up, so let's try to find a third. Like I think it happens more often like on the back end.
Okay.
Because I don't know that threesomes just happening for single people a lot. Because that's
Yeah.
it's a lot of maneuvering as opposed
Unless
to
you
I
are
got
the
two
one
and you
being
just gotta be the
asked
one.
to come into the couple, like then that's when you're a part of threesomes and you're single. But
And I think those people are like the older people trying to get them a little young thing. They're like, can you come fuck with us?
so that was the second time that I was offered to be asked to be a part of a threesome.
There's an older couple.
It was an older couple, and did not at all look like the threesome type, like at all.
They never gonna look like the threesome
At all
type.
look
They
like
just
the
trying
threesome
some
type.
shit out.
And yeah,
Because
because
you gotta respect that they trying. They
Yeah.
trying to figure
Trying to
out
spice
things.
it up, trying to keep it
Yeah.
together.
I mean,
But also, you could just get a Batman suit. You ain't got to bring in the third.
exactly the Dark Knight.
Just Dark Knight Joker and that shit have a blast. You
he
feel
gotta
me?
talk like him too. Now Batman like,
Nah, you can't. That's crazy.
Bend that ass over.
bruh, Batman's voice be pissing me off, bro. It's like, but we can tell.
Cough,
bruh.
my guy.
Yeah,
Just,
there's
it's
no
okay.
way that you
Just
sound
cough.
like
that ass right here.
Because he's just hold on. He's a regular person. He
Yes.
just puts the mask on, and
And
now
then
all of a
makes his
sudden,
voice like groggy.
like, why are you
Because
doing
you
this?
can't give away your secret identity if you talk like
But
yourself.
nigga,
They
we can
gonna
hear
know
your
it's you.
stupid ass.
Nah, you gotta really lower the tone. Because if like Ant put on a whole get up and he still talking, I can't be like, Ant, if you don't take that shit off. Give a fuck about your crime fighting motherfucker. So you gotta lower the tone and say like, oh my god, who's that?
Mysterious.
The funnier part is Batman has to run everywhere, so it's like
He does not have to run everywhere.
you see him go by the window. He can't fly, nigga. What you mean?
He glides though with a little jump, a little thing.
This nigga falling in style and
Yeah,
talking,
big style.
talking with a fucking.
It's still not worse than Superman in the glasses though. That's what's the kill.
What?
Nigga just put on glasses. That was it. He had the same face, same hair, same everything. Just took the glasses off and it was like, oh my god, it's Superman.
Hey, bruh, I hate cartoons.
That shit is absolutely ridiculous, dog.
You can put on a tie and some glasses.
Yeah, just he came up out the suit and just took the glasses off. And it was like, he didn't have to fly or nothing. Just Superman. But yeah, man, I think for the most part, people, you can't disprove the threesome. So niggas just say what the fuck they want to say, really. Because nobody's about to be like, nah, call the girls. We need the story now. Like, damn, you had a threesome high five, blah, blah, blah. And now you look like the man.
I do have a friend that, like, does that. That's his thing. And it's like, I can't figure out, like, why this is, like, so frequent in his life. But, like, for facts, I know that he be, like, we've seen the girls. And, like, the type of girls that he be doing that with will vocally say, yeah, I had a threesome.
Oh, yeah, we be tag teaming this nigga. Yeah.
And I was like, like the first time it popped up in conversation, I was looking around like, did she just say that casually? I don't even know her. Like,
oh, hey, Aunt. Yeah, I be fucking that nigga. Me and my girl.
I was like,
okay, bye.
Bro, I was looking around like, me and Matt were both looking around like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
he the man. You're a man? He the man.
She said it. Me and Matt were looking around like, did she just say that?
Yes,
like,
she did.
And Matt was like, yeah, that's what she said. I was like, hey, bro, what the hell? Bro?
He did that.
How did the room?
Nice to meet you.
How did
I'll
the
be fucking
climate
your
in this
homeboy.
room
Okay,
change
bye-bye.
like that?
Hey, fool. First of all, under all circumstances, that's crazy as shit. Hey, yo, nice to meet you. I'll be fucking your homeboy. Me and my girl, we be tag teaming that nigga.
But like type energy though, like it, like I don't even know shorty name. Like it just happened, and I'm saying here like, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of like her energy. It's a lot to take in, but I like shit like that. Let's make this introduction as crazy as possible.
You ain't never gonna forget me. Oh, that's the bitch that be fucking my homeboy with her homegirl.
Don't know her name,
Right.
but we'll never forget about her, Slim. Like, hey, yo, you up? Yeah. You that be tag teaming my
Demetrius?
man. Yeah. Tag
Okay.
teaming my man. Got you.
Out of pocket.
And also, I feel like if girls started talking to niggas about threesomes the way that niggas try to talk to girls about threesomes, I feel like niggas wouldn't do it as much. Because if two girls kept going around like, yeah, we tag teamed your dumb ass, I feel like niggas would not be looking for threesomes as often as they do. Because I'd be damned.
You think so?
If two
Niggas
Jones
not gonna
walk
try
in
to
the
flip
room-
it?
Nah, no, niggas gonna try to flip it. But I'd be damned if two girls walking and be like, yeah, your man's Cortez, we tag team that nigga. Like,
We
first of
flipped
all,
your dumb ass.
first of all, watch your mouth.
We tag team his dumb
We all had a blast. I don't even gotta talk
Yeah, his
about
dumb
me
ass
like
is
that.
crazy. That's nuts, nigga.
Tag teamed his dumb ass. Got him right out the paint. Like, fool. And I think, like, in a relationship, to take it back to the sweetie thing, in a relationship, I couldn't ask my girl for a threesome because I'd be damned if she do what.
Right.
Well, would it? Even in execution. Like, if I asked my girl for a threesome, she's like, yeah, man, sure. She picked the girl, brought her in, boom, we have a blast. And the next time you be like, wanna have another threesome? I'm like, yeah. She'd be like, all right, call Quay. Nah, sis. You got me fucked up. That's my man's, but I fuck both y'all up in here.
This nigga Quay don't even know why he getting fucked up.
I'm just walking the house and just hit him in the chest like, dude, like, bruh. Like, nah, don't worry about it, but just know you deserved it. Might have to even say it like Batman. Take this punch. You deserve that shit.
He gonna be like, who are you? You put your glasses on. Oh, shit. It's you.
Oh, shit, it's you.
My bad.
Yeah, nah, dog, because you really gonna have me fucked up if you ask me to call my mans and tell him come over. Or really any mans, but I feel like just to fuck with me, you gonna be like, nah, call your friend. I like him a little bit. Nah,
nice.
I gotta go. This relationship is over because you got me fucked up. And that's nobody's fault but your own for asking for that first threesome. You open up the floodgates for bullshit. Open up the floodgates for bullshit, bro. There's mad shit that you can do besides that. But
what do you so
that's your
okay,
thing,
so
have a
say if
blast.
somebody did want a threesome, do you think it would be better to bring in a stranger or bring in someone that you both know?
A stranger.
Okay.
It's got to be somebody we can never see again.
A stranger, and she has to pick the stranger.
Okay.
And that's why I think like people really be on the block like, ooh, let's try to get her, as opposed to like calling her
But you
friend.
don't think like the chemistry would be. I mean, you just random person nobody's ever met before.
I would imagine if it's done properly, you try to avoid all chemistry. You just get to the business and then you get the fuck out.
Well, you mean like chemistry, like if it's gonna be
like
good or not.
sexual chemistry, yeah. Like
I mean, I guess you just gotta read the part, like you just same way you would pick any sexual partner in the streets. Like,
that's why it's
you
so
just kind of
sticky.
read the vibe, and it either it's gonna hit or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Like, because if you think about it, there's so many things that can go wrong. Like in an ideal situation, you meet this person, you find this person that neither one of y'all know them. Y'all get a hotel so they don't know where you live, and y'all do what you do, and then that person leaves. Like, but that's a lot, and people probably are skipping a lot of those steps and just like,
I didn't even take that into consideration because hotel sex do hit different. Hotel sex plus a threesome, that could be kind of fire. It could be kind of lit.
I mean, I guess, but it's still risky.
But to your point, that's a lot. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of factors that you got to take in to really like.
and then
make
what?
it a top
And
tier
then y'all don't
experience.
know this person. They can come in and rob y'all. Like
Well, they not robbing both of us. If they get both of us,
they may like
that's a little crazy.
be the Trojan horse, you know, and then they
that's-
come in the room and then
Well, I feel
whole
like
bunch
that
of
would be
niggas.
different.
if you're out and about and you're trying to pick someone for the threesome and you pick a Trojan horse, it was coming.
Yeah, you
Like for you to walk in and
that
a
was
couple and
the,
be
that
like,
was the
her.
universe. The universe was like, nah, these niggas deserve.
Yeah,
these
if you,
niggas deserve
if
an
you
ass
choose
whooping
the
from
Trojan
us.
horse, you're on some shit. There's no way that
Both of us looked at you and they was like, yes, finally got one. All I had to do was come
she's
here.
in there. She probably just got done finessing somebody. She's drinking her drink like, oh damn, they just gonna hand it to me.
You
Cool.
know, they about to
Thank you,
hand,
God.
about to hand me the robbery.
another dumbass.
Blessings.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like if they the children horse, they might feel like Ant. Like, there's no
too
way. It's
easy.
too easy.
Yeah.
This is way too easy.
Maybe they know somebody I got before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to set me up. Actually, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm cool. Backs out, Jetta.
Backs out slowly. Puts on glasses. Fades into the darkness.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, man. I don't know. Watch yourself.
Watch yourself. You don't want
Watch yourself.
international traveling.
International.
Y'all get
travel.
y'all a shot yet?
I just went to the coast. It's on the way.
I got my first dose last week.
I probably won't.
Damn.
I won't participate.
I don't really have a choice.
Yoko,
Oh, why not? Oh, because you have to
we
travel.
tour, yeah.
we gonna have to all family turn into.
Oh,
a
so
zombie.
they have made it a like
I mean,
mandatory
our-
thing.
our
Like
book-
you have to.
Our booking agents like strongly suggested because they're expecting that when we like certain countries, they're gonna be like, yeah, you have to be vaccinated.
Okay.
Because
That's
their
what they were
borders and
like.
stuff are gonna be closed.
Are the so the other countries have vaccinated, or is this just because last time we were talking about travel and stuff, you said your people in South Africa or something like that, they were just having a great time, like they just quarantined how they were supposed
So
to.
South
Now it's
Africa,
eradicated.
I think South Africa is about to open back up. New Zealand, they're wilding. Australia, and New Zealand, they're open. They're like my friends in New Zealand are at full blown parties.
Corona
Like
country, right?
Yeah, they just
full
had a festival in
blown.
Australia.
Yeah, they just had a festival. Like they literally at parties. And like
No masks and stuff. They're just like
yeah, I'm looking at
we
their
back.
story like, bro, what year was this? Is this a throwback video? And it's like, nah. Like
Like,
Saudi,
this was last night.
That was yesterday.
like Saudi Systems threw a party like 3-4 weeks ago, and I was like, yo, this is crazy.
So they haven't been vaccinated, or have they? Like I need some
I
international
don't
news.
think they have.
mean,
been. I think that when everything hit, they just shut their borders down. And they just not letting people in. And like, you
Right.
can't. I think you can leave, but if you leave, you have to quarantine. And they're strict about that shit. Like on some, you leave your hotel room, they gonna arrest your ass.
So
Somebody who were they talking about? They were saying that, is it Canada? Somebody is like, when you can come into the country, but you definitely are going to quarantine for like
For 14 days, yeah.
Like you go to the hotel and they lock you in that motherfucker.
Yeah. So what they were talking about, and what we're thinking is gonna end up happening is if we tour to one of those countries, like say we do Australia, they'll put us in a hotel for 2 weeks. But like on some, we're gonna like force the tour company like get me the best fucking suite you can get me.
absolutely, yeah.
like,
Because
I'm bringing-
I'm not a prisoner.
Yeah, I'm bringing my game system. I need
You're not
I need a
prisoner.
balcony.
Yes, you are. You
a
are.
hot tub in the room.
Yeah, I need give me the presidential suite in
Yeah.
this motherfucker. 'Cause
I need rooms.
Yeah,
Multiple.
and I'll kick it that way. As long as I
that's
got my
cool.
laptop, speakers, my game system, and I got like
Man,
a
2
microphone and
weeks.
shit. I can work on shit.
And you have to stay in that room. Like you can't go throughout the hotel.
No, you gotta stay in the room.
Yeah, you just about to infect everybody else?
2 weeks of just in a room. Like you can't even go outside. Well, I guess the balcony.
The
Yeah.
balcony will help.
Yeah, but
that's why
if
you
we
need
get a
the
presidential
balcony,
suite and me and our tour team are all on the
Oh,
same
okay, then
floor,
it's
and they
multiple-
connect.
yeah.
We're all quarantining together.
Okay, so that's
So-
cool. Well, at least you got friends with you. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
as bad. Like, I'm just thinking if you go by yourself.
And Australia pays the bag, so I'll be sitting there like, well, when I come home, I'm gonna have the bag. So
Yeah, cause me and some friends, we was talking about going to Japan, but they was like, "Oh yeah, we definitely as soon as y'all come in here, 14 days immediately." And I was like, "I don't have the leave for that, plus the leave to actually enjoy the country." So
Yeah, because you got to go there. You spending 2 weeks doing absolutely nothing.
nothing, right?
To just try to enjoy yourself for however long you're gonna be there. It's rough, man, but it's
Say-
almost over. Streets is back open.
I go to Jamaica on the 8th, and their rule is you just have a negative test, and then you can't. But they have you can't leave the resort. So like the resorts, if you're not a Jamaican citizen, like your resort or whatever you're at, you have to stay on the resort.
That's fine as long as I can.
But the resorts
The
out
resort
there,
is the resort.
they're fucking huge,
Yeah.
and they like are on the water.
Most
and-
people probably don't leave their resorts anyway. when they
Yeah,
go.
and there's like 4 or 5 resorts lined up, and like if the big one that you stay at, you have access to all the other resorts.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like a huge complex. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
huge.
yeah. So it's things to do.
yeah.
You don't have to necessarily. That's good. I'll do that.
And all the food and drinks are included. So like, you
That's
literally
cool with
don't
me.
have to leave.
We're almost there, Yoko. Streets is almost open.
Yeah.
I was supposed to DJ Friday.
Oh, it didn't happen.
Nah, they pushed it back because
It's
apparently they're
close.
about to announce that like, think live music venues are like you allow DJs and live music to in like the next 2 weeks. So
No,
then I'll be.
they're trying to do it big.
Oh, did y'all hear that the skating rink is closing? Palace?
You
For
see the
good?
tier in his eyes?
Yeah, they're selling. They'll probably sell it to somebody else and there'll be another skating rink.
Oh, okay.
They
I
did
mean,
it
but they got to keep the name.
They did that before. No, cause remember it was Crystals. It's not. It's been
Oh,
Temple
yeah.
Hill Skate Palace for
It
the
has
last
been.
15 years.
For-
Or some shit.
I
That's
hope it
true.
still stays a little skate joint.
But what do
Yeah.
you convert a skating rink in? That's a lot of fucking space. That place is
A
big.
venue.
It could be a venue.
That's gonna be hell.
The
'Cause I don't know if niggas know what's next to that.
Nah.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
location
yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy,
Yeah,
but like,
motherfuckers gonna be getting clapped out
Yeah.
that joint. That shit, nah. That shit can only
Bring-
be a skating rink.
Are go-go's a thing anymore? Do they have go-go's anymore? Well, since Corona.
Since
Yeah,
Corona.
I mean, it was actually like ramping back up because like
Because they were shutting down all the go-go's.
yeah, No Impressions was having shows, TCB was having shows.
Oh, I did I
ABM.
went to TCB's 20th at Soundstage. Not Soundstage. What did it used to be? It used to be DC Star. What is that called now? Echo
Echo
Stage?
Stage.
Yeah. I went to their 20th anniversary there. Brought me back. I was like, oh wow.
Take you back to your ute.
All the clappers are now fully grown with children and
They still got clappers.
they applause. Full applause.
Not full applause.
Coming from one ass cheek. A full
Oh
applause.
no.
Yeah, it was crazy in there. I was wondering how the
Now
niggas
that might be a place that you find a baddie.
but the niggas wasn't being like back when we was kids. They used to be on the like you couldn't even move. And the nigga was like,
The world's different now. You can't do
but,
shit like
yeah,
that.
but now, but when
Don't
I
you
say the
dare.
clappers
Hey, blow that
was
whistle on your
out
ass.
looking
That's a
like
fact.
I'm trying to get fucked and doing all of the things, and niggas just standing there like, oh my god,
'Cause
nobody
you
was
can't
hopping
do
on
that
ass.
shit no more.
I was like, this is torture. I could
now might
like,
be like the perfect time to really look for a third for real, because now you niggas not really on when you out and about. Like niggas be playing it cool for the most part, unless you just an absolute wild nigga. But people really be playing it cool, so you can kind of scope the whole scene. Like, nah, she got an applause on her. Let's go holler at her real quick. Sit by the bar, have a little conversation.
ew boy, don't talk to me.
Nah, I see
Nah, that's when your girl come over like.
Nah, a meme
I'm
the
sorry,
other
it's
day
just
was
not-
like the worst thing she could say is no, and it was like dot dot dot. Ew. That nigga was like, ah,
That's what I'm saying. That's how I felt about Shorty when she said no about me.
bruh.
I'm like, dog, you could have just that nah stings for real.
Bruh, ew is crazy.
Ew.
Little nigga heart broken.
Like damn.
Like, damn, Slim, I
I'm
ain't know I was
gross.
that bad. You could, you know, I ain't know I was gross. You could have
Right.
just said I'm cool. You didn't have to take it there, bucko.
Ew.
Yeah, man. Then like COVID, you gotta ask them for. You don't know what these niggas got. You gotta ask
That's
for a
another
test.
thing. That's true. Hey, people don't
It's
be
just
giving
too
a
much,
fuck though.
bro. Like, I think that's what it is. For me, it feels like it would be a great time in theory, but it's too many things that you gotta take into consideration when you add another person. Like I gotta worry about two people and what they got, what they don't got. You gotta swap out condoms, pH balance. It's a lot. It's just a lot going on, and it's not worth the trouble for me. But you know, two beautiful young women.
pH balance swap.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
But for the people that's into it, man,
Yeah,
have your
keep
threesomes, have
doing
a
your
blast.
thing.
I'm happy for all. You feel me? Keep going crazy.
One-
Keep going crazy. You feel me? And a threesome is a threesome if it's 3. You feel me? You can call it what you want. Don't call it a train, but you can call it an evil threesome. You feel me? Don't do that girl like that. She having a blast.
Let her have her damn.
Also, why?
Always trying to-
What's wrong with it being called a train?
Well, because
It's just a negative
it's a
connotation,
negative
Cool.
connotation to
So
it.
that means
It's
that people made
derogative.
it negative.
No, but it's still it's
Well, okay, what if a shorty's like, I like it being called a train?
Oh, that's her.
that's
she in it?
her. But
So
a train is like I'm using you. You have no like a train.
we ride
It's
trains
like
all
taking-
the time.
Exactly. We just use them bitches. We be trashing them.
But
Niggas pee on
but
the
we
seats.
need them.
You don't need them.
You don't.
If you don't have a car, and
You
don't
got feet.
Uber,
You got feet.
you gonna walk from Tyson's to fucking.
I'm
If I
sh-
got
somebody
to.
have done it.
But if you ain't got, if you ain't got fare,
Right. You
These
need to get
6
where you
feet
need to
gonna
go.
work
You go get where you need to go.
regardless.
Point is, I think that the negative connotation by train is stupid.
Okay, explain.
Because like the word train isn't a bad
Why
word.
can't it be called a threesome then?
It can be. It should be called both if you feel like it. Like I'm saying, you can call the shit tiddlywinks if you feel like it. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like the negative connotation by the word train,
I
think is
last night. That
it's
shit was
unfortunate
fire.
that
It's
it's
like-
unfortunate that word is being looked at as a negative thing, because if someone wants to call it that, it's just a word, call it that.
Right. It's just a word, but words mean things. So it's like
Yeah, train means a fucking train.
right. But
Like
when it's
takes you places.
when it's being
Takes you
cargo and
slanged,
shit.
and now I'm training on this woman or whatever.
See, you were about to make it negative with the bitch part.
I didn't say that.
You're about to.
I didn't.
My point is that
But
if,
it- no,
if
it is-
someone chooses to call it a train, it's still a threesome. Now I hate
That's
that
like okay.
train or
How about
threesome
this?
is a stupid
if,
discussion.
If someone decides to call you a bitch, it's just a word, but because of what it you can't just be like, oh well, I guess I'm a bitch. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad
well,
about
they
it.
wouldn't have the
It's just a
balls.
word.
They wouldn't have the balls to say that to my face. But
because it's a it's just a word.
well, see, on
but
top,
it's a bitch is technically a female dog.
cool.
It shouldn't
Great.
be nothing
And I love
derogative
my
about
bitch,
it.
She up the hill.
Hey,
You feel
my
me?
bitch in the car.
You put her in the
Yeah.
whatever. But but either way, that's fine. People have called me a bitch before. It happens. But it is what it is.
But it made you feel some type of way because of the connotation behind it. Even though
Nah,
it's just
it
a word
actu-
that means something entirely
it-
Never
different.
heard
It- no,
somebody call you
it-
a bitch and was like, "Oh my god."
It actually
Thank you
it
so
actually
much.
makes me feel type of way because I know the intent.
Exactly. That's
And so
the
that's-
same thing with train.
and so
It makes
that's-
me feel some
and
type of
so
way because
that's
I know
what-
what you're trying to.
No, so and that's my point. So
You're
if
trying to say.
if
what you trying to
someone
say.
is
I'm trying to
calling
say
it a
these niggas
train,
trained me.
if someone's calling it a train, but just by definition in their mind, maybe their intent isn't negative. So that's why I'm saying
9 times out of
Nah,
10,
it's pretty much
it
always
is.
No, I'm just being devil's advocate here and just making it logical. We got to stop putting negative things behind certain words. They don't necessarily deserve it.
But it does kind of deserve it because the actual definition of a train and the threesome thing are not the same. That's what I'm saying. A train is really when there's a girl in a room and a bunch of niggas is coming.
Yeah,
in,
if it's a
getting
bunch
theirs
of
and
niggas.
leaving.
Oh,
It's
well, that's
usually-
different. I
it's
don't know
usually
about that
a
shit.
plethora of niggas.
Okay.
That's why when
Right.
we get to the threesome thing and they call that a train, like
Okay,
y'all
well,
are
mentally,
really
I
just
didn't,
trying
I
to make
didn't,
her
I didn't even
feel
know
Right,
that's what that was.
exactly.
I didn't know that's what.
Yeah.
Usually it's more than 2.
All right, well, that's
niggas.
different. That's on some wild shit.
It's like a train. It just,
Right.
niggas just keep coming and doing what they doing.
Like
and
that
going
movie.
about their business.
What was the movie? It was the movie about Greek life. It was about
About
The
Black
Netflix
Greek
joint?
life?
It was on Netflix.
Burning Sands.
Yes.
That joint. Mm-hmm. I didn't see.
And
it.
they sent them all into the room.
Oh, she wasn't
Yeah.
even fucking him? Like,
Yeah, but
she
they
was
thought
like,
that that's what they were
yeah.
about to do. And then the first dude went in there and was sitting there like,
So tell me about your
Then
life.
he went back out. He came back out, and then all the rest of them went in.
Yeah.
And then he like fell in love with Shorty.
He fell in love with her.
He did.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's funny.
But yeah, that's why when we have the threesome train conversation, the girls get so angry when you call it a train because an actual train is a very wild act.
Right.
So you calling this very basic threesome a train is nuts, bro. Like we all came here to have a blast.
Right.
As opposed to in a train, there's just one girl and a plethora of niggas, and usually it's really not a good time. For
Yeah. It's usually like an initiation of some sort, or just
it's a wild time.
yeah.
But yeah, man, good talk.
Good talk.
You guys want to go get a threesome after this? Not like right after this, but after the talk.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna go get it.
Didn't expect you to do that with the rest of your day. Like, damn, now I just think about let me go find them 2 girls from martinis.
But yeah.
For martinis.
Still not looking for a threesome. Still good on it.
Yeah, no, I think I'm
cool.
all right. I
I'm
made
cool.
it this far. I should be good.
You only like a quarter of the way there. You still got mad time left.
Yeah, I made it this far. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Appreciate it.
I'm okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, I've had options, but
There's a lot of things I haven't done in life that I'm actually
I'm
perfectly
all right.
cool with.
I'm all right with it.
What are some other things that you're never going to do in life that you throwing threesome in the bag with? I'm just interested.
Never gone skydiving. Cool on it. Never gone cliff diving.
Oh,
cool
you never
on
want
it.
to go skydiving?
Hell no.
Skydiving is fun.
What about
actually.
indoor skydiving?
It's actually
Would you go indoor skydiving?
I would do that.
It's actually pretty peaceful.
Yeah, never gone cliff diving. Not doing that shit. They actually.
Ooh, would I do
We was in a
cliff
group
diving?
chat talking about Jamaica. They was like, yeah, y'all want to do cliff diving? I was like, no.
Oh wait, is that the one where you jump off, but it's like a string
You
and
jump off the cliff.
but
Jump off
not
a cliff into water.
Okay, that's what I was. Okay, I was thinking of the kind where it's like you jump off a cliff, but you're on a string.
That's bungee jumping. Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping.
Base jumping, isn't that what it's
Nah,
called?
base
So,
jumping
base
is when
jump-
you have the wings.
Yeah, base jumping is just like you just falling in style type shit.
Oh,
What
I
Batman,
thought
what
that
Batman
was-
does.
Yeah, you jump, no bullshit.
What
You jump
Batman
off
does.
and there's wings that you pop
Yeah.
out and then you
Oh,
just kind of.
that looks
Those
fun.
videos be looking crazy though, because I be like,
That
how
looks
do
fun.
they
The
know?
control though, the control could get crazy.
Yeah, you would have to. Oh shit!
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you gotta
And
know.
then you get a wild wind come through.
yeah,
it's
and it's over.
my boy.
But that's actual flying. Like them niggas is flying.
Yeah, that shit looks
Sit
wild.
falling in style like that. Man. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting Batman like this.
But no, that's crazy because there's no brakes.
I mean,
You got a parachute.
It's like a snowboard. You just turn up.
Yeah, see, I ain't never going snowboarding again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, I'm cool.
What's your beef with snowboarding?
I mean, man.
I've always wanted to go snowboarding, but it looks harder
Well,
than
things
it
happen.
looks.
Fair
It
enough.
looks harder than it looks. Yes, that's right. It looks harder.
harder
Than,
than
yeah,
it
yeah,
looks,
yeah.
I mean, it also is harder than it looks.
Okay.
Yeah. Yoko,
Yeah.
what's in your bag of things that you've never done, don't want to do?
That I don't want to do. See,
Never
I'm a
did it,
pretty
not even
adventurous
looking to do
person. So like, I have crack. Probably won't.
Crack is
Probably won't-
definitely in
yeah.
in my bag. That's why it's weird to throw threesomes in that bag
Yeah.
because threesomes, crack.
Yeah, that
All right,
bag, that
I
bag
might
looks
be able to
crazy.
do a threesome. Because crack a little wild. Never doing
Coke
crack.
at that. If we talking about it, Coke probably
Yeah,
too.
Coke,
I'll probably
Coke,
never do
Coke.
Coke.
is-
Coke is definitely in that bag for me.
Yeah, I never do Coke.
I'm cool.
I got offered Coke one time in the bathroom
sorry,
at
what?
Rocket Bar. Yeah, I got offered Coke.
Offered. Okay.
Yeah,
did
yeah.
not
So I
hear
got
you
off
say
of Coke like she was.
Yeah, I thought you said I got off of Coke. I was like, that said you never did Coke.
No, I got
I broke
offered
the
Coke.
habit one time. I'm at Rocket
Right.
Bar. I'm never going back.
I've been offered Coke mad times. I actually got Coke put in my hand.
Yes, sir.
Like my homie,
Like
like
trying to turn you up.
he was hype as shit. He hadn't seen me in a while. We had a party, and like I walk in the party, he's like, "Yo, Ed, come here," hugs me here, and like
Sick.
I just naturally put my hand. I just out of like reflex, I
Yeah.
put my hand out because he's like here,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, "What?" And then he just like puts a bump in my hand, and I'm sitting here looking at him like, "Nigga, I don't." No, so I didn't do that because I'm like, this is still money. So I'm like, no, and then my
Did you want me to hold it for you?
So
or-
his friend,
walking around the
his
party
other
like-
friend, no, I'm standing there. His other friend sees how uncomfortable I am, and he's like, "Yo, Ed, come here." And then like the one that gave it to me just like kind of just walks off, like he's like fucking with other people and shit. And he's like, "Just
He's
give
on
it."
coke.
He's like, "Just give it to me." I'm like,
So he didn't do the Coke like right out your palm.
"No, he was trying to get me to do it."
No, I'm saying the other dude
guy
that
didn't
came
just-
to save you. He didn't just.
Nah, I put it in his hand.
Now that would have been a hell of a story.
And
And
now-
like, and I see you don't really want to do this. Don't worry, brother.
Bruh. And so then I'm like, what the fuck? So then I walked away. I'm mad confused. I'm like, bro, I did not. And so then I forgot who
And
I.
just sitting here with his hand like,
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And so then like the next person I saw, I was like, bro, this nigga just put Coke in my hand. And they was like, who? And I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you, but
I mean,
like,
it ain't that important. But
Probably
just
the
know what
nigga that's
happened.
acting coked out.
No bullshit.
nah, it was mad people. So it was like,
Oh, okay.
You also might be next if you don't watch out.
I was
Keep
so
your hands
confused.
closed.
I was so confused. I was like, don't
Nigga just walk around the party like he ready to punch something.
bro.
Like,
I
nah,
was like,
my hands are closed.
that
the
shit
rest
was
of the
crazy.
day,
I actually
son.
saw him the other day actually.
I mean,
And I mean,
Not
he wasn't.
the same?
He wasn't.
Just
No, he
chilling?
wasn't. He wasn't at 11.
Got
It
it,
was just
got
like,
it,
yo,
got it,
man,
got
good to
it.
see you. Boom, man.
So how'd you like that Coke that I gave you that one night? Oh,
had a
wow.
blast, man. Had a blast.
I was like, yo,
I think
what
I still
the
feel
hell?
it right now.
Yeah, that shit fried me. I was like, yo, I don't know. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I think about things that I'll never do, like you couldn't talk me into it. I don't know that I can.
it wasn't even dark.
With it.
Like it was like bright.
I mean,
It's like niggas is like,
you could do coke at any point in time in the day for what it's
Yeah.
worth.
I'm talking about because like he just like it wasn't discreet at all. It's like here, and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Like niggas can see me.
Also, for the record, anybody that wants to do ads or sponsorships, we can talk about exactly your product
Right here.
right
After
after,
Anthony's Coke
threesomes
story.
and coke talk.
After Anthony's Coke story, you feel me?
But yeah, man, y'all got anything else for the people? We gonna do our citizens and get out of here. Any more threesome talk, guys?
No, I think I'm good on the threesome
I'm a little
talk.
sad, man. I really wanted to, after I saw the breakup news, I really wanted to find Saweetie while I was out in the West. I have a friend of mine that's really in love with her, and I really wanted to talk to her and let her know.
A friend of mine's her DJ.
That I know somebody that would be her king.
I don't think she lives. Does she live? She might live in LA. She
I'm
probably
say
does.
she kind of seems like she would live in LA.
She probably does.
You know, everybody lives in LA.
Yeah.
Even if they don't live in LA, they live in LA.
Mm. What?
I should hit up Milan and be like, hey, my friend trying to get at your man.
Look, my friend, he can be your king. You feel me? He's a really good guy. He's into fashion like you. You feel me? He loves your music. He's got locks.
He loves your music.
He loves your music. Let's see. Let me find my queen for the week.
Yeah, I'm a little unprepared on my queendom stuff this week.
During Women's History Month?
I know.
It'd be your own.
Oh, I should have came in here with a crown. It's the last week I'm gonna be.
It is. You missed out, Bucko.
Damn
It's
it.
over now. Next week we back to regular.
Okay, I have someone. So, I'm gonna go with Ashley Ebanks. Her Instagram is Miss Ebanks. She has a she has a health and wellness page, but she's also known for her like eyebrows and waxing.
Nice.
She's DC based. Her business page is PRMP Beauty. Yeah, you know who she is. She bartends at Cloak.
Oh, fun.
You know who she is. Her.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Shout out
it.
to her. Shout out to Ashley. I haven't seen her since Cloak, so hopefully the world opens so I can see her again type thing.
Since I'm back in my I need some new ink bag, I will shout out this week Debbie Snacks. She's a tattoo artist and painter. She's not here though. Still mad about that, by the way. When you didn't let me know that our masseuse was not in the DMV. But Debbie Snacks is not here, so she is in Atlanta. So if you're looking to get some dope tattoos and you're in the South or you're in ATL, please hit her up. Her Instagram is SNAXINK. So Snacks Inc. So you guys can follow her. She's super dope. And you know, if you need some painting done or whatever, you know, bang her line, get you some art done. You feel me? But yeah, I can't cheat on my artist, but if you guys want to get some ink, go see Sis. She's a really dope artist.
Very tight.
Shit, at
very
this rate,
tight.
I can't fucking get an appointment with old doofy ass.
All right, so I'm going to shout out Miss Stormy Steele. She is the CEO of Canvas Girl Beauty, which is a hair care company. Very good stuff that they got going on. She's self-made. I actually watched her whole business come up from start to from start to now, where she started off with just selling stuff out of her house, and now she got warehouses and stuff now, and I'm really proud of her.
Warehouses?
Yeah,
Okay,
Shawty got
sis.
warehouses. So her name is Stormy Steele. You can follow her at Canvas Girl Beauty, and her company IG is Canvas Beauty Brand. So yeah, shout out to Miss Stormy Steele.
Okay.
That's a tight name, actually, Stormy Steele.
Stormy Steele is a tight name.
Yeah.
That's like her.
She sound like a superhero.
She does.
Stormy Steele.
She flying like Batman.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Marauder, what we listening to this week? I already know you're gonna tell us that we gotta see the new Blast video, so I do that one for you. Your man's at LA dropped the project.
Wait, no, man, come on, man, stop it. He didn't drop a project actually.
Nah, he dropped a single.
He dropped a
with
single
your
with
guy.
Sego.
Yeah,
Come
I know
on,
you gonna
man.
do that one.
Can you let me do my job?
Look, brother, go crazy.
Damn. All right, so artist named Karen dropped a new EP called Catch a Vibe, King and artist, and I like it a lot. I like her EP a lot. So it's different. It's very bright. It kind of matches the rate the weather's going right now. It's a very warm sounding EP.
Nice
So
little spring
fuck
summer
with it.
joint.
Yeah, fucks with it.
That's what's up.
Obviously LA and Masego dropped. Twelly
Nice.
dropped a new single, Canvas. Malcolm actually spun it on the radio the other day on the day it dropped, so that was cool. Bobby dropped a project called Cinema. So it's in Spanish, but if you're into that, check it out. I fuck with it, even though I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but I like it.
I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I do listen to Spanish music and just fuck with the vibe.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I don't
just,
know
it's
what the fuck
different.
they talking about. They can be calling me all types of shit, but that's me in the car just bouncing.
That should be lit. I don't know, cause like I mean, and I have to do that because I try to also understand somehow, like sometimes how foreign people listen to our music and they don't speak English. Because like when we do festivals in other countries and they don't speak English, I'm like, how the fuck do they know what we're saying?
Yeah, I always think about that too.
So I try to like, if there's an artist that's like highly recommended, I'll try to listen to it and just try to see how it makes me feel, and I still fuck with it.
Yeah.
Especially
I don't know what to
I don't know
say,
if she
but-
got it, but those Spanish guitars go crazy.
Them Spanish
Exactly.
guitars do go crazy.
So
every
I'm not
time.
quite sure what this Miguel shit is. He dropped like 3 different.
It's his old projects. He did
Oh,
the,
re-release.
He did the Janae Ayoko jump. It's he got his old project put on streaming services.
But it's broken up into 3 parts.
Yeah, I don't know why it's broken up like that.
kinda
I don't know if it came out like that.
No, because it's like 3 different artwork. It's Art Dealer Chick 1, Art Dealer Chick 2, and Art Dealer Chick 3. But it's like,
You're a
I don't
Miguel
know.
fan.
I'm a
Did they come
Miguel
out together
fan.
in the old days, the Art
Which
Dealer
one?
jumps.
The
nah,
what?
because Adorn is on this. Adorn is out. We have Adorn.
But
What
the
on one?
Adorn,
Oh, it's a different version.
Oh, I didn't know there was a
it's
different
not
version.
really a different version. That's something. It was on the mixtape, and they took that from the mixtape, put it on the album. So it was on a project that he had put out.
Okay,
before he
it
was
says in
like
the description
Miguel.
the singer's acclaimed 2012 EP series comes to streaming. I guess. I mean,
Oh yeah, see what I'm saying? It was his mixtape series.
I need this nigga to come the fuck on and drop some music.
Yeah.
Though, 'cause-
I love Miguel so much.
and his he's on By Storm, so Mark Pitts could definitely get him like anything he needs cleared. That nigga's I think he's the head of RCA now. So like,
Yes, Sirski.
yeah, I'm ready for new Miguel music. But that's all I really. Oh, Serpent with Feet dropped last week. I forgot to mention that.
Yes, he did. Well, we weren't here last week, but
Oh shit, yeah.
love Serpent with Feet.
Serpent dropped.
Shout out to Baltimore.
Yeah, for sure. Which is cool. Shout out Kaz, everybody, EQT. But yeah,
I still cannot believe every time that I listen to Serpent with Feet and I take into account that he is from Baltimore, it never adds up to me.
I mean JPEG probably wouldn't add up like that.
JPEG
way
never adds up to me either.
But I think that's kind of
They're
how.
a different brand of Baltimore.
I mean, that's why they're both EQT. But that's like they kind of like came like JPEG and Serpent. I think that's how EQT found Serpent. I would imagine that's how.
Got it. Well, shout out to everybody that dropped. Once again, guys, this has been episode 40 of the GPP, the Gin Papi podcast. If you guys want to get you a threesome, get out there with your queen or your king. Find you somebody. Do it in a hotel, do it in your house, whatever. But if it feels too good to be true, like Ann said, leave it alone because you do not want to get robbed and ambushed. And, if you're looking to spice it up, get a threesome or, role play like Batman. Whatever you're into. We support it over here at the GPP. Every Monday except last. You can catch us here on all your streaming services as well as on YouTube if you want to see what we look like over here. Yoko, oh, that's another thing I meant to tell you. While I was out in LA, I was looking back at my stories. Yoko over here in the sun, giving them face, body, hair. She was killing it on her little day off.
On my day off,
her
how
day
to.
off.
Every
came in
now
on
and
record day.
now
She
and
was
now
just
and
on the
then.
block.
I be telling y'all she be breaking the internet. You know what I'm saying? I just be in the house.
All right.
The other day, I was on the internet on Ant's day off. He got his good shoes kicked up by the fire. You feel
You
me?
had the sunroof.
The fire's outside.
Having
You had
a
the
black-
double sunroof
The
open.
fire's right there.
Don't play with my intelligence, sir.
What? The fire's right there.
Don't-
I was
don't-
by the fire right there.
Don't play with my intelligence.
I was right there.
I know where
This
you
nigga
were.
was recording his cheek, letting his earlobe get a
You know what
little,
I'm saying?
get a little
Letting
shine.
letting the
you know?
earring shine, showing the skin care.
Showing the
you feel
skin,
me?
right.
I was right there.
Got it.
Sun out,
Anyway,
sunroof open.
Thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys next Monday. Y'all stay black. Y'all stay beautiful. Y'all stay safe. Stay dangerous. Holla back, youngin'.
Woo woo.